Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk a little bit about reframing your thoughts. One thing that has been coming up is people who want something different. I love sharing these things with things that I've done for readings. I would never say who or what or situations or anything, but when there seems to be a common theme. So let's say I want more money. Okay. Well, when you say I want, that actually feeds the lack of it. So you can reframe it and say, I am grateful. I am so grateful for what I have because right now it is enough to sustain. But I know that now more abundance is coming to me. Once you use the word now and mean it and feel it and know it, it has to come. Because you can't live in the past. The past is a past. If you live in the future saying, well, when, if and when, if and when, if and when, well, that hasn't happened yet. This is the only time right now that matters. This second, you putting out there what you're doing. So thank you that I now know that abundance is coming my way. And I go to, I pay attention and act on what comes to me. Okay? So really quick today is a number 2 day in numerology. And number 2 is all about relationships. First, relationship with yourself. Now, yesterday I talked about loving yourself. You have to have as much love for yourself. And so you're going to always match a relationship with what you have inside somewhere. Okay? So work on the relationship with yourself first, and then that helps you with the relationship with everybody else. It's also a number about harmony and peace, understanding. Okay, so happy number 2 day, and get out there and make that happen. I did draw some cards today for you, and I have some bonus cards too. I think these all work really well together. I'm really surprised every day, even though I've been doing this for 20 some years, right, 25 years. Been a medium since I was little. So, I mean, it's funny how I say that's crazy, or, I think it's just something that I say. But I wanted to let you know that this deck here is, I think it's out of print now, but it was called the Wizard's Tarot. Either that or it's going for a lot of money. I don't know, but somebody asked me which one this was. We've got the Queen of Swords. So this is all about making decisions, making clear decisions without emotion, okay? Because the emotion sometimes gets us stuck up, right? It gets us stuck. So making clear, decisive, and this is a major arcana card for today. So clear decisiveness. On the other hand, in the biblical tarot, we've got the High Priestess. This one is the High Priestess Mary Magdalene, okay? So these two together are quite interesting. What's the balance? This is all about your inner knowledge, your inner strength, your inner knowing, going to your power, calling your power in, calling your power back, and using that for the greatest good for yourself and others, which would also go with a number 2 day. On top of that, okay, how am I going to make a decision to move forward? So these two are great together, and they're very, very powerful cards for you today. They really are. So take some time for you today. Find out who you are inside, all of your wisdom, all of your knowledge, all of your gifts, all of your talents. Make a decision on moving forward, okay, and how to do that. Now, I try only one card. If 2 pull out, that's great. This is the Ace of Candles, okay? And of course, I will have to put my glasses on. I don't put my glasses on because of reflection, but I do want to read this. So the Ace of Candles is the Ace of Wands. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called him from within the bush, Moses, Moses. And Moses says, here I am. New beginnings. Okay? New beginnings, new getting away from the old, new beginnings based on not only intuition, but action, action, action. Okay, I've had this plan for a while, had this plan. It's time to initiate it because we have new beginnings. And what this card does not say is when Moses asked him what his name was, he says, I am that I am. So make sure that you are watching what you say after the words I am or I have, because you are claiming that. So everybody who says I am sick and tired, you're going to be sick and tired. I have this. You're going to have that. You tell your body and you tell your outer surroundings what exactly you have. That's what gets back to the reframing. Okay? I am grateful that I am healthy and I am strong. I am grateful that abundance flows to me because it is your birthright. All right. I have two cards. These are from Shelley Wilson. Met her in Lilydale, and I just want to give her a shout out. This is great. These are clarity cards, embracing and journey into the consciousness. I really, really like these, so I wanted to use them for clarification really, really quick. So I'm going to do this while I talk. I know I can talk. But anyway, so let me know if you need. Also, let me know if you want to join in on the Law of Attraction Masterclass on the 27th. Okay. All right. This one's sticking out. It says, just say yes. I know these look backwards, but just say yes. Okay. I don't know what we're all waiting for, including myself. Sometimes I'm like, oh, is that actually, but you have to reframe it. You have to get there and reframe it. And then you look and you see, all right, you know what? That happened for a reason. That happened for a reason. And now I know why. And remember, you can't build new buildings on old foundations, correct? So don't build new buildings on old foundations. Allow things that once you ask something, the universe responds. The universe responds and starts putting it in motion. So you have to trust. If things look like they are totally demolishing, it's because you're being built up. All right. So ground and center your energy. Isn't that a beautiful card? Here, look. Ground and center your energy. Yeah. Connect to the ground. You have to connect. So we have shoes that stop us from connecting. Go out. I know it's kind of depending on where you're at. Well, I know where I'm at. It's wet and cold right now. But if you can get out and walk in your bare feet, if you can get out and touch a tree, if you can imagine, even if you imagine, there's a lot of intention. There's a lot in intention. So make sure that even if you're in your house, you just take a deep breath and imagine being connected to the earth. Okay? And I do a lot with the angels. So I'll give you one thing that I do if you want to use it. And that is, I close my eyes and take a deep breath and say, Archangel Raphael in the east, Michael in the south, Gabriel in the west, and Uriel in the north. Thank you for opening this sacred space. Thank you for being here for me. And you know who can be in this sacred space for whatever it is that I am asking. So that's one thing you can do. Other thing you can do is write. Even if, I tell people all the time, even if what comes out of onto your paper is, I am now writing everything that's in my head and the blue cow jumped over the green moon. It doesn't matter. Just record it. And then if you start putting things out of your head, you can either burn it, or if you're one of those that are like, oh, I don't know, fold it up and put it in a drawer. In your head, if you ever want to go back to it, it's accessible, but it's not here. Okay, you have to be able to open up in order to get your messages. And if you worry, if you're a worrier, that closes you all down. You will get what you need to get to move you forward. Okay, have a blessed day. And again, I'm Dawn Marie, and you can go to www.meridiumdawnmarie.com. And there's a menu of services if you want anything. And there's also the class schedules too. Thank you so very much. Have a great day.